All right, today is a very, very special day for us in our company. Today is the 1 year anniversary that we opened up our first office in the Philippines. We'd been doing some work before for quite some time that involved another company that we were subcontracting through. But there were just some issues with it. We weren't able to have the kind of working environment that we wanted. So we decided to break off, start our own office over there, and it's been a pretty successful year so far. We're going to talk with my buddy Chris, who was our very, very first virtual assistant and is one of my partners with me over in the office in Cebu. And we're just going to start at the beginning, coming to this point in time, and just kind of tell the story about how it's all unfolded. It's been a lot of fun, and thanks for checking it out. Let's talk to Chris.
All right. So I started with being jobless and applied for a company. Started there as a virtual assistant. Then I was assigned to Tom Barefoot Tours account. And from there, I started as a virtual assistant managing data entry, getting
That's when we
prices.
first started working together,
Yes,
back in the
I
Tom
was.
Barefoot's Tours days.
Yeah. On the first day, I was matching prices from different sites, from different tours. On the second day, I was basically doing the same thing, but on the third day, I was left hanging because my boss had to go to the hospital because his son was born.
Oh, I forgot about that timing.
Yeah,
I
it was on
remember
the
that.
third day. Yeah,
Yeah, that was a long labor too. That was like a 36 hours labor, so it's probably like the third and the fourth day.
yeah, but I still had the task. I still continued with the task. From there, he assigned, or basically, I was given the task of calling in vendors as well as confirming reservations. So from there, we started to grow from one head to two, and we moved up to three and four, then eventually going up to 12, which we covered three shifts at that time. And from there, we decided to start our own, which here are trouble-free employees. We now handle basically most of the stuff for the clients. So that's the story from our humble beginnings.
Now we do all kinds of different tasks. Looks like
Definitely.
we got Elena and Shar there in the background doing some lead generation. Rain and Bert are probably somewhere around there doing their own tasks. Super secret client
Yeah.
tasks. The lead generation is for our stuff, so we can talk about it. Um, how is it getting our office set up? It seems like a lot of people that I talk to, like, they don't really understand that getting set up over there is a little bit more involved than getting set up over here. Let's just go through that process a little bit and talk about the different steps that were involved with setting up an office so we could have our own virtual assistant office over there in Cebu in the Philippines. Because I remember it was about a was I went over there for 2 weeks and we were working like I don't even know how much, 20 hours a day or something ridiculous for the whole time, going around getting everything going. And then you're going hard for about a month before I got there. So
Yeah.
what were some of the things that we had to do?
Well, the major difficulties in getting the company was location, because compared to other countries, we don't have fiber connection. Most are still running DSL. So, yeah, location. Aside from that, the office itself, we were quite tight on the budget, so we had to look for something small, not expensive, but enough that we can grow our office from. So from there, which is basically when Jake arrived, we started processing all the paperwork needed. It's also like the same here. We do have paperwork there. We say same here. We also have paperwork here that we need to file for an office so we can open and register. From there, we found our office right now, which is a big space, which is good. And we finished. We completed all the paperwork to get this running, and from there, we just actually turned 1 year. So kudos to us. And from here, basically, we've gone through a lot of things, changes, purchased some tables, computers, which was hard to do because we were able to get it here, but looking for it is a bit hard because there's not a lot of stores here that can give us what we want in terms of
There isn't really that
specs.
much mail order over there. I don't think I really realized what the whole story of it was until the last time I was out there with you. There's two different issues. One, the postal service, nobody trusts it because packages seem to disappear pretty frequently. And then
Yes.
the second thing is that it's not an easy place to get a debit card or a credit card. So a huge percentage of the population has zero credit card or any kind of plastic, which makes online transactions pretty difficult to do. It's kind of a cash only sort of setup over there, which, once I wrapped my head around that, it seemed to make a little bit more sense why we had to actually go to physical stores in order to find anything. But even like just to find that headset you were wearing, I remember we had to go probably 15 different stores before we could actually find good noise canceling headsets. That was a
Yeah,
pain.
definitely, because these are not expensive headsets, and they don't usually stock expensive headsets because it doesn't get purchased. Just stay in the display case for so long.
Yeah, the other thing that I remember was a fun part to set up was getting our internet connected. We strategically got that office space kind of right on the edge of the Pesa zone, which is where the government has financed a lot of really fast internet to go in. And it had just kind of started expanding out of the Pesa zone to kind of the cheaper rent districts where for one we could find office that was a little bit less expensive, and then for two much less congested, so our people really appreciate not having to go into the Pesa zone in order to go to work because the traffic just gets insane. But when we showed up, they just bought fiber onto that block like a couple weeks before, huh?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was a month. I think a month earlier they installed fiber connection for the
Yeah.
fiber boxes.
When we started, there was only two left, two different spots left on the circuit before it was completely sold out. We bought both of them right there. And the other guys that are located in the building were pretty bummed out because I don't think there was enough internet left for them. We greedily took it all. But that was kind of a fun process. We had to go deal with the guys at the Cebu office, trying to get them to get everything going, and then there was some sort of issues between them and the Manila office, and it was just taking forever to get it going. And then I don't think we actually were able to really get the ball rolling till we drove around in your car that one day in rush hour, and we finally seen some guy that was like working on the lines. And I remember hanging out with a
Yeah.
$20 bill or 1,000 peso bill, shaking it at the guy, being like, "Hey man, we need internet!" And then you yelled over at him to get his phone number, and then we started sending him texts, and we got the guy to finally show up. That was a pain.
That,
I was a little worried that we weren't going to get that dealt with, and that that would have been big problems. Having an office with no internet is pretty worthless.
yeah, it was a circus for sure.
It was definitely a circus, but we made it through. We made it through, and been continuing to go until we got to where we are today. Things are kind of steadily building. We got diverted on digital marketing for a while because we needed some quick money to pay the bills as we were scaling up our team over there. And now we're starting to get that office filled up. We're going to be moving into the next office here pretty soon and filling up that one. It's been pretty good. Do we miss anything on the story of trouble-free employees, Cebu?
For the office, no. It's not. It's not related to the outing because that's a different story. That's the second video.
Yeah, we'll try and keep this one onto to one topic without getting too far onto any tangents
Yeah.
for right now. But yeah, just wanted to talk with you and kind of reminisce about the story of TFE because was it today or yesterday?
Today here.
Today is our 1 year anniversary of opening that office over there,
Yeah.
which was quite a pivotal change.
Yeah, we started on 4, we're now 8.
And we've been even higher than that at some points during the year also.
Yeah.
But kind of how it seems to work is we'll pull on a bunch, see how they work. Inevitably, some of the team members won't really be able to meet the standards that the rest of the team is set. Can't quite reach that bar of productivity, and then we'll kind of trim off the people that can't really fit in with the team, and then move on. So it's kind of like more people, a little bit less people, more people, a little bit less people. That's kind of how our growth has been. We just got some new team members on that seem like they'll do pretty good. We'll see. No more later.
Time will tell.
Time will tell. Well, happy 1 year, Chris. I just wanted to give you a call, talk story about that for a minute. And I know you've got some important work to do, so I'm gonna let you get back to it.
All right.
But, just gonna be putting this in little video and putting it on our group so people can understand a little bit more about who we are, what we do, where we came from.
All right.
Cool. Well, I'll talk to you later, Chris. Aloha.
All right. Aloha.
Bye.
Bye.